Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have another MPJ special interview tonight, because not only has this band got in to our Hall of Fame and are currently and probably will be shortlisted in our Album of the Year, okay, this band is basically, if you like, let me go through the stages here, ladies and gentlemen. If you like your power metal, you will love these guys. If you like your symphonic power metal, you're going to love them even more. However, if you love your operatic, symphonic power metal, you will adore this band. And without further ado, welcome Winterage!
Hi.
Hi.
Hi
Thank you for
guys!
invitation.
So, way of introduction, Luca, Giamma, Gabriel. I'm terrible at my accents. There we go.
Gabrielle.
Sod it. Introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
God.
Introduce yourselves and what you do in the band.
Yeah. Who starts?
Well,
On you.
let's go with the singer, shall we? Obviously, frontman.
Oh, yeah. Actually, the frontman isn't here with us, but I'm the second frontman, because I'm the violinist of the band.
You're the violinist of the band. Oh yes, Danielle Barbarossa. He's not here. Where's Danielle? Where is he?
It might be his
Oh.
birthday.
It's not here
Actually,
because it's
yeah.
his birthday.
Oh, we could have sung. You could have sung a happy birthday to him. So there we go.
Oh, I wouldn't wish that on him.
Fine. Yeah, so hi to everyone. Thank you for your invitation, guys. I'm Gabriele, the violinist, composer, arranger, and one of the founder of Winterage. So, yeah, I just said everything in three words. Yeah, especially on the stage, I play violin. Yeah.
Cool.
Luca?
Yeah, I'm the drummer of the band, so I can say I'm the engine of the Winterage family. I'm the machine, and I have my drums in the background. And yeah, obviously, usually I play drums in live concert and write in drum parts in the band songs. Usually I modified my drum part because Gabriel's write drums, so I try to play the part they write for me and make the part of the song better than what they write, because usually he writes strange things like symbols or cowbells.
So Giamma.
Hi, I'm Giamma, and I'm the guitar player of the band. I'm the last member of the band that entered Winterage, and I entered Winterage after the recording session of the second album. So I am in the promotional photo. I played all the promotional gigs, but I didn't record and compose the second album. And I co-composed the third album, and I recorded it in the studio where I work.
So how did so Winterage would you agree with the description that I give there, that because you in some of your description you call yourself a symphonic metal band, but I think you've gone a step further with this album to go that I think you're an operatic symphonic metal band. Do you think that's an apt description?
Yeah, of course, surely, because for different reasons. The main one is because Daniele, the singer, started study also operatic vocals, and so we implemented a lot on our songs his dramatic vocals. Also, maybe because of the new way of our arrangements, who are extremely more bombastic and influent in the mix. And the third reason, because I guess we are Italian, so we have this kind of genre. We listen to this genre. We have we have we live this genre, and I guess this could be one of the reasons.
And so those, you say you founded, or you're a co-founder of the band. Then, so did you know Daniela before you joined the band, or how did it come about? How was Winterage actually founded?
Yeah, actually, Winterage started. I founded with the ex-guitarist and the ex-keyboardist who left after the second album. Actually, Winterage were created instrumentally, so the violin took the place of the vocals, and we recorded one EP with few tracks, like 5 or 6 tracks, actually were all instrumental tracks. But then, for the recording of our first album, we decided, also even for the songwriting process, we decided to start inserting vocals and a singer, because of the to arrive better to the people with some lyrics, and with instrumental stuff is maybe reserved to musicians or to people already involved in music. But if you put a singer, of course, you can get more involvement from the people, and
to make
so
it more commercially accessible to people.
Yeah, in one side, yes. On the other side, also because we wanted to express also our thematics by the lyrics, And so I contacted Daniele actually on a website which were connecting musicians, and I wrote him. I sent him. Actually, he sent me some stuff he sang before, and we loved his vocals, his particular notes. And so he joined the band actually from the first album. Yeah.
And was he an opera singer at the time? Was he working in musical theatre and so forth, or was he not so?
No, actually no. He was just a modern singer,
right?
But he loved also this kind of genre, this genre of music. So he get in touch with few teachers, operatic teachers, and he started to upgrade his skills on this side.
So after the second, so Luca and Giamma were not part of the original lineup then, and you guys have joined kind of you guys have joined the second album, is that right?
No, I joined Winterage before the second album.
Okay.
Later after, when they recording the first one, the Harmonic Passage, in 2015, I think.
15, yeah.
15, okay. I joined the band for luckily things that happened to me, because when I was so young, I was 17, I think, or 18, and my first drum teacher play at the moment in a Italian thrash metal band. He said to me, "Oh, Luca, you are ready for joining one band, and I have one band for you." And I was so excited because Winterage was my first band, and I have today my first band.
And Giamma, then, the last to arrive to the band, what drew you to that? Was it something that you just fell in love with a particular sound or the direction they were going in? And was that something you envisaged you also wanted to be part of that journey, if you like? So
yeah, I know these guys because I played in another band. It's a power metal band from Ferrara named Altair. This is actually in Stasis. we are waiting for write another album maybe one day, and I knew these guys, and I liked very much their music, and even them as a person, as a people, and so they had to play in a big festival named Montelago Celtic Fest, and their guitar player was busy with some stuff of work, and so I played with them the first time as a session player. And after the recording of the second album, their guitar player left the band, so they called me and said, "Do you want to join the band?" So I joined the band because I love the sound, and I thought that there's something that we could grow together and to make something really, really, really epic.
And so you've obviously played gigs. Are you doing a tour? Are you currently doing a tour with the new album? Are you doing any gigs then for this new album?
Yeah. You mean as a support of the new album?
Yes.
To tour? Yeah. We toured a little bit in Italy the last summer, and we played because of our win at the Montelago Celtic Festival. We won some other Celtic festivals in Italy, so we played them there because also of our Irish influences, and folk from arriving from folk music. And then, on the last month, we played in UK, as you know. We played in Manchester, York, and Leeds, and we enjoyed it a lot because the English public is amazing, and they loved us, and we loved them. Of course, we enjoyed it a lot, and probably we can come back the next year. But
can you come south? Yeah, I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no culture up there in freaking Manchester and Leeds. Appreciate operatic symphonic metal. That's all down to that. Thank you very much. So when we
we are managing something. Probably it will happen, but let's.
100%. I mean, one of our, actually, I don't know if you've heard of them, but our album of the year last year was another symphonic metal band called Visions of Atlantis, and they came over to Southampton. It was like, it was an amazing gig. So there we go. So they can go to the same club as they did. It was a brilliant 1865 club that's going to be there as well. So Luca, I'm going to start with you. What was your greatest? I mean, obviously you've been drawn to the band. Is power metal always in your blood, or what would you say your influence in music then was before you joined, or kind of growing up?
Well, when I started playing and study drums, obviously I study rock music, pop music, and a little bit of funky music. So for me, metal music is a very different world of the thing I study and play usually. But my teacher play metal music, so say to me, okay, now you can play pop, rock, and funky. Now you can play metal music. So introduced me to power metal, thrash metal, and like I say, metal, like Meshuggah, Periphery, and band like that, like this. So I start play this kind of metal, and for me, for my feeling, I love power metal because it's melodic, it's musically, and you can apply the thing I studied in funky music or rock and pop and little bit in jazz.
Yeah.
So
you can bring that a little bit into power metal, can't you?
Yeah.
Though some power metal bands, I hate it when they just do a little bit of Take of ABBA, and it's just like no, that's all wrong. That's all wrong. So. How about you, Giamma? What about you? Is power metal in your blood? What were your influences when you were kind of growing
Yeah,
up?
I always played power metal since I was 17. Then now really I got a really difficult relationship with power metal because I love it and I hate it. Because I think power metal in heavy metal music have the apex even in good music, but even in bad music. So the worst band of the heavy metal world are power metal, and the best band of heavy metal
Oh,
world are
absolutely.
power metal.
They're the most underrated. They're the most underrated. And how about you, Gabriel? What about you? Was power
Yeah,
metal going to be always your thing, your influence?
yeah. Actually, I started as a violinist, a classical violinist, because my parents plays in orchestra, and so since I was 8, I started study violin, and I played in orchestra. Actually, right now I play in many orchestras. So I started from the classical way of doing music, but at the age of around 14, 15, I started listening to Rhapsody of Fire, which are the perfect mix between classical and metal. So I started hearing some metal music, and yeah, then I discovered many other bands, but yeah, Rhapsody were my first love. And so I started listening to power metal, and I actually absolutely love the mixture of these two powerful and extremely rich genre, you know.
Cool. Right, now, Trish has been probably the most excited of all the interviews we've done on the build up to here. So we're gonna let Trish pile in here with some questions. Trish, over to you, my wonderful rock chick goddess.
Okay, so how did you choose the name of your band?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
How did you choose the name of your band?
Yeah. Chi risponde?
The name of the band is an idea from Gabriele. So Gabriele.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, we decided, of course, at the very beginning of the band. The band actually always named like Winterage. It started, of course, from a Rhapsody song, which is Rage of the Winter. So we decided to put together the two words as Winterage, creating the funny imaginary of like you can understand Winterage name as winter age, like the age of the winter,
Yeah.
and which represents the most atmospherical and orchestral, and even emotionally the feelings that you can perceive in winter, the atmospheric, no. But also the rage of the winter, which is most related to the metal impact. Yeah, and so even in the name we have the two sides of the band mixed together. Yeah, we are not winter age and we are not winter rage. We are both, and we love that.
How do you go about writing your songs? Does the music come first or the lyrics?
We usually start from the music. We used to start with some ideas, so maybe I write a guitar riff, or Gabriele write a melody or an harmony with a melody, and then we meet online because we live far, and we put our ideas. We merge our ideas. For
Yeah.
the last album, the main composer was Gabriele, and I co-composed some song. And for the lyric, we write Gabriele, and Daniele. We write the lyrics.
Yeah, of course, we often start with music because we want to represent some kind of different imaginaries from each song. We want to relate. All the songs are connected by the sound, but we want to give identity to our songs, to every song. Like you, I don't want to have to communicate the feeling that you start listening to one song and at the end you feel like, oh yeah, it seems like the other song. Yeah, we want to create different scenes. I love to say that I love to create a heterogenic album. But yes, we start from the music, but actually the best song, the song who works well are actually the ones who are also related to the lyrics. Like I mentioned Dark Enchantment, which is one of the songs from the last album, where we started it with the violin riff, but also the idea of the lyrics, like this kind of ride in the middle of the song came up. So on the both side they grow up together, and the songwriting was extremely influenced also by the lyrics, because we knew that we wanted a middle part with this kind of ritual stuff. And so I guess I hope to write new songs more in this way, because the meanings are also represented musically.
I'm going to just accentuate that question, Trish, if you don't mind. Would you describe this album as a concept album with a running theme through the album, a running storyline through the album? And for our viewers who haven't heard that album, how would you describe that storyline?
We actually started this album just with a main idea, so we didn't want to do a concept album.
Yeah.
But the concept was flow out from nothing.
Evolved.
Yeah, every song are related to the concept in the end. Even Wild Leviathan, that talk about Moby Dick, the novel of, and is really related to the main concept.
And how would you describe the main concept? What's the main story?
The main story is that in your dark moment, every one of us passed some dark moment in the life, and when you pass the dark moment, you can grow passing through a dark moment, and reach another level of knowledge, and so we are talking about this in Nequia.
Okay.
Yeah, Nequia was actually all the songs are around the theme of the descending, as also we represented it with our artwork, where are represented the underworld, or also extremely related to the Greek word, like in fact Nequia, which was an ancient Greek ritual where the people could descend into the underworld to get some advices from the spirits from there. And so I read about this thing, and then the idea of creating the concept around this came up because as Jama said, I wanted to relate this concept to the descending into ourselves, into our darkest sides, and even, of course, because all of us have passed through these kind of moments, and with the with the passing through these black dark moments, and you can face all the sides of your spirits, of the side of your humanity, and also because maybe the inheritance of beauty was related to the beauty, to the well things in the spirits of the human being. Now we have to face that human is not also good, or we have a lot of different emotions, and of course we decide which of them share with the other people, but we have to accept that the human being is made also by bad things. And so when you accept this fact and you have a talk with your darkest side, you can know better yourself, and then at the end of the album you can, like the last track says, resurrectio ad mundum, which means you can rebirth to the earth, and as more complete as the human being, as a human being. This is the main concept, where every songs are related to it, talking about different stories.
On that note, this is normally a question that I would leave to my last question, but I'm actually going to put it in now, and Nigel knows exactly what I'm going to ask, is what is your favourite song off the Necchia album? And Luca, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, difficult question. My favorite song. Well, probably I have two favorite songs from this album. One is Nequia, the title track, and the other one is The Cult of Hecate. Because for me it's a very Nequia, because I love the symphony and the speed of the song, and The Cult of Hecate because for me is very difficult song to play on drums, because it's power metal, but for drums it's like prog music, because double bass are not straight. Okay, are not straight, so it's like tiggity tiggity tiggity, no tiggity tiggity tiggity. So for me it's very hard, and for me I love when the things is very hard to play. So for me it's one of my favorite songs.
Giamma?
I don't know, maybe Simur the Firebird, because it was the first song we write together as a new band, and there's a lot of Winterage typical stuff here. And the second one maybe is The Cult of Hecate, because I think The Cult of Hecate has the best guitar riff in
I mean, why would you pick that out? I mean, why would you? I mean, as a guitar, why would you pick the guitarist out? That I with you. I think the guitarist in The Cult of Hecate is fantastic. So,
Gabrielle?
Yeah. Actually, I guess maybe or Nequia 2 or Dark Enchantment, as for the reason I told before. For different reasons, because Nequia is one of the simplest songs, I guess, in the album, even maybe as the structure. But I love the mixture of symphonic and metal we could reach. We have been able to reach in this song. They match perfectly, and to me, as a composer of both sides, it's amazing. But also Dark Enchantment, I actually really love the central part with all the orchestra, all the stuff are going on. Also for the thematic related, as you told before.
So,
Okay, Nigel. I'll hand back to you now.
So it's quite interesting because, like, if you listen to my podcast and stuff, you will know, if you did listen to anything, that I do not do foreign language music. And the reason for that, even though musically I can engage in it, I love to engage with lyrics, and I love storytelling. I read fantasy novels all day. So that, and I think that's why I have an association with power metal. But La Fonte di Ascensa, I mean, I'm going to swear here, fuck me. I mean, honestly, it doesn't belong, in my opinion, on a rock album, because it's and I want to get into your thinking here, because it is out and out an operatic kind of song, really. So you wouldn't even put it as a power metal, but it is utterly mind blowing. His voice and
my favourite, 100%.
It's just a tour de force. It blew my socks off. I could listen to it all day. But what was you thinking? What were you thinking on that? Because it feels out of place, and at the same time it doesn't feel out of place.
Yeah. Okay. La Fonte d'Essenza is a particular song because it contains the only stuff who wrote Daniele, which is the chorus. He came to me like, oh, take this stuff. I wrote this for my operatic vocals because it matches very well. So I said, wow, it's okay. I just adjusted a couple of notes and sorry. I just adjusted a couple of notes, and then we were, of course, in a meeting online. I suddenly the violin melody came up, so we decided to create a ballad where everything were acoustic, except of the chorus, you know. So as not as La Morte di Venere, where also the guitars solos came up from the orchestra, but also as orchestral stuff, I decided to reduce a lot, and in fact you can hear just the Jammas guitar and with my violin playing the violinist. Yeah, so from the simplicity of, we wanted to say to the public that we are able also to do simple things with which works anyway. We love it. I extremely love it too.
And yet,
goosebumps.
Yeah, and then you go to my other favourite, which I love the most and yet hate the most. So, Giacomo, I know how you feel, which is Newman. I don't like it, but I can't stop listening to it. It just, do you know what I mean? And it just drives me mad, because in some parts of me go, I really don't like this, but I want to listen to it again. I just keep listening to the new. I mean, it just drives me mad. And it's very interesting because his voice is. I mean, you go from La Fonte to him at his peak of powers, and I don't know if you heard the podcast, but I mentioned that on a lower registry he sounds like some sort of ancient vampire. Do you know what I mean? and it's just extraordinary, really. But it shouldn't work. It should be goddamn awful, but it's not. It works because it just goes into what you were saying about being that darker side of you and investigating that darker side of you. Just like, it shouldn't work. And when you first listen to it, you go, and then you listen to it again and you go, yes, it works, and it shouldn't work. It's a vampire. He's singing, and it's just like, it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know. I you know what music is like. No, that's what I'm saying. I love it. Yeah. I can't stop listening to Newman. Newman's on my cool playlist. I have a cool playlist. That and La Fonte's when I'm darkest. I normally, if I try to limit. On my cool playlist is about 40 songs, and then I'm on to 20. I always try to limit 3 songs from a band, so it doesn't dominate it. Yeah. And it's Newman, La Fonte, and Dark Enchantment that for me, Dark Enchantment is just, for me, Dark Enchantment, I love it because sometimes you let the music and the score and the melody tell the story, and that for me is the standout. This you probably wouldn't need lyrics. The name of the song and the way that you guys have composed it and brought it all together just oozes dark enchantment. It's just fantastic. So on that score as well. So what's next then for you guys? You're gonna be touring at some point. You're definitely coming back to the south of England. I'll point that out. Are you gonna be? Are you already starting work on your next album, or are you going to continue promoting this album and to get the most out there, doing more gigs, etc.? What does the future hold for Winterage?
We want to do both. We are looking for new gigs, and we are started with the new album. We started writing something. We meet together 2 nights ago, and we put together some stuff we wrote in the past, and we said this is okay, this is not, and some guitar riffs, some melody, something we had on our cell phone, because we used to have an idea when we are on our road trip in the car. So I take my phone and I record a melody, something like that. And so we are started with a new album. We also created the directory album, the fourth, and on Google Drive, and so we hope to write this album in 1 year or something like that.
Wow, that'd be absolutely amazing. Well, listen, guys, I could talk to you all night. You are absolutely fascinating. I think you are a very, very, very talented bunch of guys. Really, really talented. I don't know what more to say to that. Happy birthday to your lead singer, Mr. Barbarossa. You know, if it was going to be any excuse not to come and talk to the crew of MPJ, it would be that it's his birthday. So happy birthday! Should we embarrass him? How old is he?
Oh, much more than you expect.
Oh, go on, spill the beans.
Actually,
he's the older of the band.
He's the oldest in the band. That will do, and you're all in your 20s. So, but
He's 39.
39.
Oh,
that's not old. That's not old. No. So listen, guys. I wish you good luck. Tune in for our album of the year. You're definitely going to be in the shortlist because of where you're at. I think you're in our top 10 of all-time albums that we've listened to in the last 3 years. So that's something going as well. So
Thank you.
Congratulations. And for 5 people all to come together and give you enough votes to get that, it's got to be a sensational album. So guys, you people out there, if you like your symphonic metal, or even just for a pure rock metal, this album is absolutely outstanding. I'd like to thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you, guys. It's really been an absolute pleasure to meet you. And so goodbye. Keep on rocking. Keep on power metal in operatic, symphonic metal, and keep bringing it on because we absolutely love it. So thanks, guys, and keep rocking out there. Goodbye for now.
Thank you,
Nigel.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.